actually talked to Coach a lot over the summer. And he told me about the program, about the group of guys that he had here, and the culture that he wanted to kind of change around here, at Centura. And after talking to him for a while, it seemed like he was going to be a great fit for me. Yeah, I was only there for like five weeks because I had a minor injury to my knee, and the season was starting soon, and I didn't want to push myself to get re-injured, so we decided to part ways in Kosovo. Yeah, I was an assistant coach in high school, and I also coached younger kids as well. So it was a fun experience. It was just, I wanted to rehab my knee, and it was a perfect situation for me to help younger kids understand, kind of what I went through, and kind of teach them the process of, what it takes to be a pretty good basketball player.
So this was
At first I thought it was going to be, but after getting here, meeting my teammates helped me adjust very well, and actually this culture and atmosphere kind of reminded me of my college. Everybody around here knows, everybody. Everybody's pulling for one basketball team to win games, and after a few weeks, I was like, man, it doesn't feel like I'm far away from home at all.
really.
It's perfect though. I mean, it brings me family when I'm away from my family, so I feel pretty good. And like I said, I have great teammates, great coaching staff, and meeting the different fans after every game makes it that much easier. I didn't know too much. I just knew Gordon Dragic. Actually went to one of his games last year in Phoenix. I went to watch him play, so I knew he was from here. And I watched a little bit of the USA Olympic games, seeing him play and whatnot. But I didn't know too much. But I did a little research, and I felt like it was going to be a good place. Actually, it's above my expectations. I was, like I said, I was very nervous of coming to a place I'd never been, never really heard of. But like I said, I feel like I fit right in. It's great. Time has flown by. I don't even feel like I've been here for 4 months now. But it's been a great opportunity for me, and I've really enjoyed it. They didn't know much about it either. Well, they did exactly what I did. Got on the map. They learned that they've had a few NBA players come from this area, and they were happy that I was happy. They get to watch my games, streaming live, so they love the fact that they can watch me play still, even though I'm thousands of miles away. But they're excited for me to be part of a team that's so far undefeated in the league. We're doing very well. A big turnaround from last year, what I've heard from the previous players, and like I said, they're happy that I'm doing well and our team is doing well. It's great. You're always kind of skeptical of how good basketball is going to be in another country, but these guys really pride themselves on basketball throughout the league. I mean, it's great competition. There's some great guards. I've went up, and I can put those guys up as some of the great guards that I've played against throughout my career, and it was great. And we push ourselves every day out here in practice, which makes me better, and it makes our whole team better. Language. That was the first thing. I was nervous. I didn't know if people would be able to speak much English. I didn't know how much Slovenian I was going to have to learn. But it was shocking. People greeted me in English, and my teammates they try to teach me a word or two to help me with the numbers and stuff throughout practice. So the language is the biggest part for me. I was worried about, but it's been a great time for me. I just speak English. I speak a little bit of Spanish, just because that's higher population in our country back home. But right now, English, a little Spanish, and I guess I can speak a few words in Slovenian. So. Debutan. So that was one of the first I heard that a lot. probably would say thank you, voila, because everywhere I go, I try to meet and greet people, and at the end of the day, I want to tell them I'm thankful for meeting them and helping me out. So. It has to be go-karts. I went down in Ceola and we've been go-karts a few times since I've been here, and that's been quite an experience for me. I actually never been on a go-kart that fast before, and with the helmets, we've gone with our physio and the rest of my teammates. I'm always on the losing end, as they put on the website a couple times, but it's been fun. Go-karting has been fun on the weekends. I wouldn't say I want to change anything, but sometimes I miss certain American restaurants that we have. But the good thing is they have McDonald's here, so McDonald's has been nice for me every other weekend to go there. But so far everything's been great. I couldn't tell you that off the top of my head. No. No, they've told me before, but I know it's fairly small. I don't want to throw out a number and be wrong. So. I want to say I don't know if it's from here. It was like a beef stew, like I think goulash, yeah. And that's been one of my favorites here at Behorch. Every time we go there and they give us goulash, I ask for a second helping because it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
So you like food here?
Yeah, I do. I do a lot. Have no complaints.
Okay.
I've listened to some music on the radio, but I've never been told the name of the song. But I like the melody. Stanko Savage and Milan Savage, I've got to hang out with those guys, and they play the guitar and they sing a lot of different Slovenian songs. But they haven't told me the names of them. But I can kind of vibe to it and listen to it a little bit. So it's pretty good. I think for basketball wise, I think they're a little more skilled from all positions. Our big guy like Zima, for his size, you don't see guys moving like him or being able to shoot like him. And even Stanko, 6'8", he can step out, guard the perimeter and stuff like that. And just, I guess to say the people, non-basketball, they're just really passionate. You see how passionate they are about their city and how bad they want them to win. I see certain fans that travel with us, hour or 2 hours away. They're cheering for us like they're playing out there. And it's a great feeling because it makes you want to play that much harder for not only for yourself but for them as well. So I really think people here are very passionate about their sports teams and whatnot. So that's great. The similarities is I think people care for one another. There's been a couple times where I've walked around from the grocery store here and. One person said, "Oh, you're playing for Typhoon. Would you like a ride?" Because it started raining a little bit, and they gave me a ride. It's kind of similar to where I'm home. If somebody saw somebody they were kind of familiar with, if they needed a ride or they could help them out a little bit, they would help them out. So. Not any other Americans, just me and Dante. That's the only two Americans I've really got to meet. So. I've only been to here in Ceola. Besides, we travel for basketball, but I would definitely take them to Ceola because the mall is very nice there. Actually, one of my favorite places to eat is Zonta. They have some great food there. I would take them here, and actually I would take them to the gym. This is where I spend a lot of my time at, and I would show them. This is our culture, and I would love to bring them to a game, and I hope to have. Somebody come visit me, later on during the year. I guess first getting here and staying at the police station. when they first dropped me off, I was like, why are we here? I didn't know we were staying, that close to, the police station, and I was a little nervous when I first got there, like, whoa, I didn't get in trouble or anything like that, so that was a little strange for me, but, it's worked out good because I feel safe now that I'm closer to them. Mostly Slovenians. I spent a lot of time with, like I said, Milan Savic and Stanko Savic. They really took me under their wing and, try to show me, the culture, and as well as Zima. Zima's probably one of my closest friends as well. He tries to show me, everything that's going on around. Like he showed me the mall, go-karts, just taking me out, even just have a beer. And actually, one of my favorite beers, I've ever tasted is Union. Yeah. And, I've had a few, different type of beers, in the United States, and that's up there, top of my list for favorite beers.
Awesome.
So. They just call me C, sometimes Ceola, but most of the time C or CC. Dragisha, he calls me old man sometimes. He says, because, sometimes when we wake up early, he says, man, you're walking in the gym like an old man, and he's always giving me a hard time, even though he's the old man on the team. So, but mostly C or CC, but they're great. I live with Dante Williams. We both stay together. He's from Atlanta, Georgia, and it worked out well. We have a lot of similarities, and it works out that we both, from America and can talk, a lot. So. No, actually haven't got homesick, yet. Maybe I would say at first, first week here, it was like a little tough, just being away, leaving my family right away. But so far, I feel like this is kind of like home for me. I've adapted very well, and everything's going. Actually, get to go back home next week, so get to go home for a couple of days for Christmas. I would just say the city, the traffic. I would say the traffic, just the amount of population that you see in one area. Everybody's moving fast, and everybody's on the go. Everybody's non-stop, and I guess in my country, nobody has time to just wait around. Everybody's trying to get to point A or point B as fast as they can. It's okay. It's perfect for somebody my age. Compared to America, I don't really have a lot of bills or anything to pay, spend a lot of money. So it's very similar to someone my age in America. So it works out great. As far as basketball, I just want to keep improving every day. I want to get to the highest level of European basketball that I can get to. This is my first true full year of playing professional basketball. So I think this is a great situation for me to start off. A couple of players asked me whatever mind coming back, and I said, if the opportunity presented itself, I would love to, come back to Slovenia. It's been great to me so far, but I just want to keep getting better. I want to do whatever it takes to win. I've always been known as a winner, and it's been great to come here and help this team, and these teammates help me to keep winning. I'll probably stay here in Slovenia. Like I said, the culture here is, I'm not saying anything bad about Kosovo, but the culture here is great. The teammates and everybody around me has been great. Everybody supported me a lot, so I enjoy Slovenia a lot. That's a possibility. I would if I would have to, look into it and do research, but I wouldn't mind it at all. It's perfect. It's nice here. Not live. I would love to go to a football game to see, the atmosphere, and I've always seen games on TV or the internet of how, live the fans are, and I just want to be a part of that, one time. So maybe, this spring, I could hopefully go to a game with one of the teammates and, really see how it is. That's a good one. That's a good one. They're nice. I've met a few nice. They're beautiful. they're very outgoing, and it's great that they can speak some English. You know, when I've talked to them, like I said, there's some beautiful women here, and but unfortunately, I have a girlfriend. Not unfortunately, but I have a girlfriend back at home, and you know, so I have to keep my focus on her. But there are some beautiful women here in Slovenia. I just want to say, you know, thanks for the support. Keep supporting Typhoon, and you know, hopefully we can just keep this winning streak going, and you know, bring a championship to, you know, this town and to this team, and go Typhoon.